Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Verbatim podcast. This is podcast number 6. I'm joined with the regular crew here. We have topics we're talking about today. Meek Mill has escaped, as they say. We're talking about Van Hippie's Post Malone album coming out tomorrow, Friday, and Christmas. It's right around the corner.
No,
So
well,
mark
there
your
goes the
calendars for that.
spoiler for that.
Oh yeah.
That was gonna be a surprise. People are gonna be like, "Wow, you're talking about Christmas."
Wow.
They got an early surprise.
Look forward to it. So Meek Mill, boys. I'm sure only
Meek Mill.
a handful of us really that
I think it's
affects
dumb.
at all.
Yeah, see, I don't care about Meek Mill. What I don't understand about the situation, Meek Mill is not very good at rapping, so I don't understand why people care as much about this.
What's this one
as they
song?
do.
Dreams and Nightmares?
Yeah, that's a pretty big one.
That song's
like,
that song's pretty hype, actually.
well, that's like the anthem of every like frat boy who's like, "Let's get fucking high," you know.
No, but before he went to jail, he was
It's
like,
Brightside.
he was a
That's
fucking
true.
joke. Like, no one cared about him, and then he
Nice.
goes to jail and comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's an
Well,
amazing
Meek
guy."
Mill,
rapper,
Meek Mill
but
has always been pretty
definitely-
popular. It's not like it's
Yeah,
not like
he
him
hasn't been like a cool guy. Like he hasn't been like Drake. Like he hasn't.
Yeah, like it's just he's not that good, and I
He's
feel like
just the
people.
embodiment of Philadelphia, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the culmination of Philadelphia doing well and the Free Meek thing, those two things kind of like combine, and then people like they made a big deal about this, and I don't think it should be as hyped up as it is, but whatever. He's out, and he spent his first days of jail, first few hours out of prison, I think, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
at the Sixers game.
Yep. It was like right
Which
after
is-
they won. He was like on the court, hugged Joel Embiid, and was like, "Yay, Fremont," you know.
That was a
fucking-
ring the
they
bell.
had him ringing the bell and shit.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that's fucking American and a half right there. Fucking rapper ringing the.
Step out
Liberty
of
Bell.
prison, go ring the Liberty Bell at a Sixers
He
game.
literally
Ding,
rang
ding,
the
ding.
Liberty Bell. That's pretty hype.
Not the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, I mean it was like
Liberty
but it
Bell.
had a crack in it, so I mean it was like yeah,
It was
so it was a replica.
yeah. So like it could fool somebody who's not educated. On the other end of the spectrum, Bill Cosby has now been sentenced to 3 years.
I didn't know we were talking about
Thought it
this.
was
We aren't,
Ten
but
years
I just
one
thought
man
of it.
out,
Or
one
three.
man in.
Yeah, I just thought it wasn't planned, but I just thought about it, and Bill Cosby did. It was a zippity bop.
I thought it was 10 years per.
per
There's
per
3
count.
charges.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, he's in for 30 years, which means
Yeah.
he's dying in prison.
Or he's just not gonna have to serve it at all. He might just put him under house arrest.
Who really cares? He's old.
Exactly. He's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what they do with the guy, honestly. But
I could care less.
Pervert, guys. He's a
yeah,
pervert.
he is.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
a pervert, but he's an old pervert now.
Just let the kids play.
Yeah, let the kids play. Let the old pervert play. Yeah, you're right. He's sentenced up to 30 years.
Hey, he was America's dad.
How long was Meek Mill in?
I don't know.
Like a
Again,
year?
that's
Half a
not.
year?
He released a song last year, an album last year. So
I guess yeah, probably like a little under a year, maybe a year. So not a big deal.
Yeah, MBD, dude.
How much time was he facing?
Dude, you're asking shit that I can tell you none of us are gonna know.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is-
know. We
this
don't
is-
care about Meek Mill enough to know these answers.
Yeah,
Once again, yeah,
I mean,
no one gives a fuck about Meek Mill. All right, so there's a game out there.
That only Cole plays.
okay,
But-
you need to fuck. You guys are hating me for it. It's so much fun. It helps with hand-eye coordination. I could think of a ton
every
of
game does
positive.
that.
Yeah, but this one, you're like bada 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 like
What
all
is-
around the screen. Okay,
What
so
game is this?
it's
Are
called.
we, are we
it's-
gonna act like we play games for hand-eye coordination? Like
No,
we
no,
play-
but I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's fun. You can if you play to the
Listen,
beat of
you're
the music.
you're
Okay, I
acting
have-
all defensive and stuff. You're the one who wanted this in the.
I
fucking
know, and
podcast.
well, yeah, that was the whole point of putting it in the podcast was because I wanted to defend it, and we haven't even said the game yet. It's Osu, the game
Some
where
weeb
you
shit.
you click the circles to the beat of a song, and it's not just weeb shit. There's other fucking music you can put in there, and it's super fucking.
I mean,
fun.
it's at least 60% weeb shit though.
It's not true. It was
Yeah,
what
Cole
you
is
make
an
it.
anime girl as like
It's
the advertiser
Just
for like
anyone listening,
Yeah,
go
well-
to the website or at the Steam page. Is
If
it on
you
Steam?
want to.
It's
I
not
don't
on
think
Steam. It's a
it's on
website.
Steam.
Okay, just go to the website and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, but you're just
Weeb
going
shit.
off the website. It's what you make it. You can have whatever the fuck
Listen,
you want.
all I'm saying is if the
I
mascots.
shouldn't have.
You can have anime shit on it. You can have fucking. You could fucking play Meek Mill. You can play some Meek Mill.
When's
on
the
it if you
last
really
time
want.
you saw any other game that had like an anime avatar as their like character that represents the game that wasn't weeb shit, huh?
Well, I mean, if we're talking like anime, like are we talking like anime as an animated, then fucking like every fucking game because they're all technically animated.
Oh my god, go
Okay,
ahead.
don't pull that. Don't pull that.
Yeah, well,
You're
don't
trying to
back
explain yourself
me
too
into the
much here.
corner. I don't need to be backed in. I'm just saying, Osu is a good game, and none of you have played it, so there's not
Why is it
much.
called
I
Osu?
haven't knocked it.
I
This
don't
is
know.
some
Good
weeb
question.
shit. That's
but
why it's
it
called.
does. It does look pretty.
Exactly.
fucking-
Well, you haven't played it. It's free.
Yeah, well,
It would
what's
take you.
Osu
I said it.
Well, I'm
looks
downloading
pretty-
it right now. I'm
Okay.
Does
currently
Osu
downloading it.
stand for something, or is that literally like a
I don't know.
Japanese word?
It's definitely. I don't know. Good question. You could look that one up.
Let's see. I'm
Probably
looking
some
up.
Japanese word. It probably is like the translation for weeb in Japanese.
See, you're just a hater.
Just saying, dude.
I don't think. I have it.
Osu's push.
To push.
Oh,
No,
alright.
You're pushing buttons. I'm just saying
Oh,
that.
so it is weeb. It is
Pushing the
Japanese, huh?
It's Japanese.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We've
Ian,
confirmed.
Ian, you criticizing me here is like the pot calling the kettle black. So let's simmer that
Listen,
down.
man, I might enjoy
Not all
watching
pots are black.
some anime, but I'm definitely not playing Osu.
Well, yeah, clearly, because you for
It's
whatever
so
reason hate it.
loud.
You haven't.
How do you turn it down?
Don't play right
Anyway.
now. You're gonna fucking.
We're gonna drop the Osu topic here.
Why? We're talking. Is it?
Okay, what do you want to add? Anything else cool?
Yeah, I'm still defending it. I think
Okay.
that I want to make a case that all of you should at least try to play it. Jarrett's giving it a chance. I think everybody else should. I think you
It's
really
too loud,
Are you giving it a legitimate chance?
Like I said, I haven't knocked the actual playing of it. I just think it looks stupid. I'm not gonna play it because I don't care.
Yeah,
They
but
just
you
knocked
also
back
you also
the point
think
of it.
Infinity War looks stupid, and that movie looks amazing.
No, I
I
never
just hate
said that.
superheroes.
I
Hey,
never.
Somebody.
never
I
said.
have a stigmatism
No,
towards
Jake,
Oscar.
No, I
100%
said
don't
I
like
said I
Infinity
don't
War.
like. I don't like superhero movies, action superhero movies. I never said it looks stupid. I never said those words. So, I personally don't like those movies. So I probably won't like the movie. So, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I've never really enjoyed any superhero.
Neither have I.
Van hippies then. I don't know what that means. Jake, you can take care of that.
Van hippies. So I was on YouTube and I was like, I started to see like a reoccurring thing, and that was the van hippies. These people who they decide all of a sudden they're just gonna like get in a van and travel the world or the country, just the country, and they're gonna like live in their van. And I just think it's kind of
So
stupid.
it's essentially like
I think it's pretty hype. I would
It's going on forever.
I would do that, but like again, I would
Yeah.
I would do that, but I would never do that in the same breath
I
because
don't-
it would
Yeah.
literally kill my back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do that like a full, like, just that's my only living option, like, sell the house,
That's what they do. They
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been considering putting like a rooftop tent on my truck, but I mean, I ain't gonna live in it for the rest of my fucking
yeah.
life.
It seems
but-
like after about a month of doing that, you just want to kill yourself.
Exactly. It's like it gets too old. I mean, you're in such a confined little space. I understand you can drive anywhere if you want to,
There's
but
so
it's like
many. There's so many.
you're bringing your house
There's only
with
so
you.
many nights in a Walmart parking lot you can spend.
I do it in an RV.
Kinda
but,
fun.
like, I could never do it in a van. Maybe one of those big ass.
Yeah, that's
vans.
another thing. I've noticed the vans that they're doing this in, most of the time they're just small ass vans. Like they don't look
Like
comfortable at all.
minivans.
Yeah, like not minivans, just like regular size vans, like truck vans. Like the like work truck vans.
Yeah.
I've seen that used.
Yeah.
I've seen old Volkswagen like bus
That's the way
vans.
to
That's
go
what
right
I
there.
expected. That's what I was.
That's the
thinking.
class.
They look big, but they're narrowish as hell. So like you
You can put
literally
a bed in there.
that's
Yeah,
not
I
You
mean,
it.
can get a bed in
My
there,
dad-
but I
my
mean, what
dad-
else are you gonna put in?
My dad used to have a van that was like essentially just a shag and wagon, and he would like his friends would like get drunk in the back of it, and he would drive them around and shit. So yeah,
Was your dad also drunk at the time?
I don't know. I do know, but I can't answer.
Was that the bang bus?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
bang
No,
bus
I
bang
don't. I don't think my dad started the bang bus, but
bus? He probably did.
Term shag
might
and
have.
wagon.
He
So
might.
we had to ask.
if we well shag and wagon's different than bang bus.
That's the old school bang bus.
Yeah.
I would do it if I was shorter.
do what?
That's your only
That's another
reasoning.
thing, yeah, dude, if you're really tall,
But if I was shorter and didn't have back problems, then I would do it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, okay, I could get behind that.
Dude, throw a Tempur-Pedic in that bitch. You fucking.
Another thing, most people that do this, either were vegan or they became
Are
vegan.
becoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
So
like that's.
I'm not going to say anything
period.
about that. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to kind of just, make that observation.
I mean, there's only so many fucking animals you can run over in your car before it starts taking a hit on your psyche. They're just like, I can't fucking do it.
The one video, she was like, she was kind of like defending the fact that they were driving a Volkswagen because like it's bad for like pollution and shit. And she was like,
That's awful.
she was like, we're vegan, so we make up for it with that.
What?
Now wait a minute.
That's not
Wait
how it
a minute. That is not how that works.
She
'Cause
apparently
then you get overpopulation of animals in your,
that's what I was saying. Like deer, dude. If we didn't have hunters killing deer, there would be so many fucking deer. Because think about it, deer have no predators. Like at least in this area, the area we live in, there's like hardly any bears. There's no like cougars, mountain lions.
It's not like a bear's gonna go out and just kill a deer either.
Yeah,
I mean,
that wouldn't happen either. So like deer literally just eat like leaves off of trees and grass, and they literally just sit there. So if they weren't killed by us, they would just overpopulate.
They already are overpopulating. You've already complained about, hitting a deer every morning or so. There are literally herds of deer that I've seen driving to work in the morning. It's fucking ridiculous. Like you gotta wait. It's like watching cattle cross the road. There's like close to 100 of them at a time. It's like, where the fuck are all these deer coming from? But I don't know. There's gotta be some kind of population control. Yeah, it's a shit ton of venison. It's the kind of stuff you want to,
I really
eat
like
that.
it.
It's better than
It's really delicious.
It's better for you than beef.
Lean.
Now.
It's very lean.
All right, so next topic we have here is the Post Malone album coming out tomorrow. Today is Thursday, the 26th. Tomorrow, 27th, Friday.
Beer bongs and Bentleys.
Beer bongs and Bentleys. I'm not a huge Post guy. I know Ian is. So I'll let you.
Well, I don't know. I'm really excited about it. I mean, there was that little scandal where there was the supposed release date in early December, but that didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think he said something about it, how like he didn't actually mean to say that it was going to release that day, and it was like a joke or something. But now it's really coming out April 27th. He's already released 2 tracks from it, which went platinum already, Psycho and Rockstar, which were amazing. I love both those songs. I'm just hoping that those songs aren't going to take the wind out of the rest of the album, because
most
right
albums
now we had such high expectations because those 2 songs were already really good.
See, I don't get hyped over albums anymore. I like when they're just released out of the blue. That rarely happens, but when it does, it's good because there's like no hype or very minimal hype, and the music is usually just sounds. It honestly like helps that.
There's usually only like 3 good songs in every album.
See, that's
in
not
my
true
opinion.
though. Like if you look back to like some
It's my opinion.
I'm hoping it's going to be one of those godly albums. So like Redbone was the last album, if you ask me, that was like every song was amazing. I can listen to Redbone through the whole thing like all the time. I love that.
I don't know what Redbone is, but
that's by Childish Gambino.
I don't really like him too much.
Yeah, but so you're saying you hype that up?
I'm not gonna. I didn't hype that album up. No, I didn't even see that album coming out.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just hoping that this album is like really good. I mean, I don't think that it's impossible. I don't think it's even nearly impossible. I think there's a probability that it would be good. He had so much time to work on it, and he's put so much effort into it. I think there's a decent probability. Like I think there's a 20% chance.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And that would be great.
It'll probably be good, but when you set the bar so high and it comes out and it's like even like if it's at that bar, it's not like it's like not as good because like imagine if you just dropped it out of the blue and like you were just sitting there and you like started listening to it without like having no expectations or anything, it would be insane.
Oh yeah, it automatically sounds better.
So I think when you think an album's gonna come out in December and it comes out in April, and you're sitting there waiting for it and like hyping it up, it's just not as good.
What I'm hoping is that didn't like put any like pressure on him, so it like rushed him.
That could have happened too. Yeah.
I don't think he did because just like even like when like people were putting like the pressure heavy on him, like after like that supposed release date came out, he still waited another like 5 months to release it. So I think he stayed pretty cool under the pressure. Maybe he might have rushed a few songs, but there's 18 tracks on it, so you can't expect everyone to be a banger. But I'm hoping that we at least get maybe 5 other songs from the album that are just really good. Like if I get 7 songs, including both Rockstar and Psycho, and an additional 5, that would be amazing. I would love that. 7 songs from that album would be great. That's more than enough for me. I mean, how many songs were on Stony? Like 10 or something. And I still jammed to Stony all the time, even though like some people didn't like it. Like I'm really interested to see. Like this sounds super hipster of me, but I'm a huge fan of Anthony Fantano, and he really ragged on Stony hard. Like he gave Stony like a 3 out of 10 or something.
Did he say why?
Yeah, he did. He gave like a huge, like he gives like 20-minute rundowns on each album that he reviews. He just did. He thought it was like lo-fi and just crude and didn't like it. I'd like to see if Anthony Fantano thinks that this album's been refined and just better in general. I hope so. I'm a huge Post fan, so yeah. Anthony Fantano won't stipulate whether I like the album or not. I think that would be pretty ignorant of myself, but whatever.
Yeah, I think so. Kanye West's gonna have an album come out in early June.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that
Yeah.
brew.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny as
I
hell.
like Kanye. I like some of his music, but I don't really care, to be honest. Like I don't know. He's getting old. He's like it's like I don't expect a lot from him. He's
His last
already
album kind of sucked.
yeah, he's already given me the music I need from him.
Life of Pablo was pretty good.
No, it's not.
No, it was pretty good.
What's the best song off of Life of Pablo?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't name the best song of Life of Pablo, it's not that good.
It's because the song names are so fucking weird.
Well, there's a ton of people like releasing stuff up here recently. I think there's another rapper, a big one, releasing like an album tomorrow, other than, fucking Post Malone.
I don't really
I mean,
care
there's
about
a
any
couple.
other rapper. Like, there's no real modern rappers that I really listen to besides Posty right now. I'm trying to think of any. I mean, Childish Gambino, I really like. I like Tyler the
Gambino's
Creator.
probably not gonna rap.
Tyler the
after.
Creator dropped a fire album last year with Flower Boy. That album fucking rock, dude. But
Didn't he just drop a song?
Yeah, he did.
dropped a song. It was called like what was it?
Okay.
OCBA or something.
Okra.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that.
I never liked Tyler the Creator that much. I don't like his
I
voice
love
so
Tyler
much.
the Creator. I like that harshness.
I like him as a person. It's kind of like it's the same.
Yeah,
idea.
I don't like
That's how I feel about Post Malone. Like I'm not the biggest fan of his music, but you can't not like Post Malone as a person.
Posty school,
He's
dude.
one heck of a guy.
Vici apparently killed himself, by the way, while we're on the topic of music.
Really?
Apparently.
Yeah, so like
That
you know
doesn't
how
surprise me.
you know how Avicii died? Well, it was ruled a suicide, according to Alec. Trust your site
Okay,
sources.
so-
Rolling Stone has an article about it. Apparent suicide.
Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, he killed himself. That's two artists in the same year that I liked, like him and Chester Bennington. Now they're both dead from killing themselves.
That's
Surprising, because I don't think he had any. I don't think his problems were bad enough that like I know he had like health problems, but they weren't bad enough for him to die like that. Because
He was
they
like-
weren't
he was
like-
very-
they weren't
before he was, like, on a
Rich,
boat and stuff.
our boy Vern.
Yeah, he's dead too. God damn, so many people are fucking dead. Holy fuck.
So many
I never was
people,
a huge.
man.
I wasn't really hit hard by either Chester Bennington or Avicii, mainly because Linkin Park doesn't put out any good music anymore. And
You can't say that. Like I liked it.
When's the last time they put out a good album?
The last one.
That's what I'm
I liked the last one. I
When
did.
was the last one put out?
Like earlier this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Anyways, I didn't even know they
You
made
probably
music.
won't like it though.
They're like
if you-
50, aren't they? Anyways, and Avicii. I'm not into Avicii style of music. I don't like that. That
Avicii
doesn't
was
resonate with me.
who got me into EDM when I first started.
I don't like
listening to
EDM, so
And look where you are now, Cole.
Yeah. Well.
only.
I pretty much
like,
listen to
I like
Monster
Daft
Cat all the
Punk,
time now.
Playing Usu.
I do not like Monster Cat.
Yeah, you can't
No.
keep judging me about Ocean until you play it. I'm just saying.
Monster Cat. I don't
I just played
understand
it.
that style of music. It's
It's
really
fine.
not for me.
Wait, we have an update. Jarrett played it.
I did, yes.
Yeah, he played it
Okay,
while he
so
was
what-
talking to us. He's got to thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe-
How'd you
maybe-
feel about the game?
Maybe add a song on there that you enjoy, not just like because the fucking preset ones kind of suck.
Well, it wasn't the song that I didn't like. It was the game. Well, I can't say I didn't like it because I only played like. I lost or whatever in like the first 10 seconds, but you know.
Did you uninstall it already?
Did
No.
you have anime girls popping up on you?
No.
Exactly. see?
It's really weird when you start up. It's like welcome to us, and then weed music starts playing.
Okay.
Weed music, my ass. It's literally just a beat.
It's literally
That-
ACDC, dude.
Probably
I
some
was-
nightcore.
Jared, did it meet expectations?
His
After
expectations were
after the
probably really low.
podcast, Jared, I'll get you some good songs on there to play. So you can give it a shot. Speaking of
Alright.
speaking of a bunch of people being cunts, Christmas is around the corner.
Christmas is 243 days away, so it's time to get hype.
What a time to be alive.
It's
Because Avicii
it
isn't.
seems far, but it's really not.
I don't even know why this ended up in here. I feel like this is just like a disclaimer about Christmas.
How is it the disclaimer?
A disclaimer
Beware.
that is coming up.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Yeah, no, but anyways, Christmas. You know what? Fuck Christmas. We're gonna
Yeah, we're just gonna roll past Christmas.
I don't know what to say about Christmas.
Woo! We could all sing
Right.
Christmas carols if you want. It could be something like
Let's
real weird.
not start
We
that.
could all play Christmas carols on us too.
Rest in peace,
That's
George
true, you
Michael.
could, but you guys won't play.
That
Right.
was the biggest celebrity death that ever hurt me. You guys whining about Avicii and stuff. I'll never forget George Michael. Always has a place in my heart.
Rip Bob Seger.
He's not dead.
Let's be
I
honest.
was gonna say, when the fuck did he die?
Didn't die. He's still on tour.
Yeah. Well, Jake's just fucking calling him how she sees him. He's just like he's gonna croak tomorrow. Jake knows what's up.
Can you
Damn
imagine?
it.
Fucking
watch it.
Jake the clairvoyant.
Hero.
Jake,
I was
who's gonna
thinking
be
of the other-
Jake,
I was
who's gonna be
thinking of
the
the
next
other dude.
celebrity death?
It's the guy from Detroit.
Oh, the guy from. Are you talking about the guy from Soundgarden?
No. Tom Petty.
Oh yeah,
Petty.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
He's-
Yeah.
Tom Petty's dead.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
He's
That's
been
what I was
dead.
thinking of. I got the two mixed up.
Tom Petty's
Similar.
from Detroit. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. My parents are big Tom Petty people. They were very hit by that. And by that I mean they were like they went to his like somewhat last concert and they like
Nah,
loved
dude, he's
it and
born
then
in
they
Florida,
saw he
dude.
died.
Maybe it was Bob Seger then. Bob Seger's born in Detroit.
I know Bob Seger's from Detroit. Tom Petty's from
Okay,
Florida.
I got the two completely mixed up, names and
They're
Place
completely
of origin.
different.
Okay,
Dude.
so Jake, give
My
me your
gosh.
prediction for who you think is gonna be the next dead celebrity.
the next dead celebrity. Well, we already know Bob Seger is pretty much done. I'm gonna say Bruce Springsteen.
Bold claim.
Bruce Springsteen.
No way.
Yeah, he's just gonna have
The boss.
he's gonna have. How's he gonna die? Kidney
Yeah,
failure.
Kidney failure.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I don't think he's an alcoholic.
But I don't think you're gonna have kidney failure like overnight before some other celebrity dies.
His kidneys are gonna explode. That's how they're gonna fail, and then
Hey.
he's gonna
Next
bleed
celebrity
out
dies is
internally.
Probably gonna kill themselves again.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes.
Probably some young dude that nobody will see coming or some shit.
Like,
Avicii.
holy shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. Who the fuck thought Avicii was gonna kill himself?
Yeah, right. Everybody like I saw that
Avicii's
like
dead.
dude, I saw a meme about it where it was like rest in peace Avicii and it was just a picture of PewDiePie and then so I thought it was like a joke and then Alec was like, "Hey, you know Avicii's dead." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw the meme." And he was like, "No, he's actually dead." I'm like, "What?" I was like, the meme didn't lie. I mean, it lied, but it didn't completely lie.
I'm calling it right here. I think the next massive celebrity death is gonna be Bob Dylan.
Wait, the next mass, like
Massive celebrity death, like
Oh.
huge. Like
Bob Dylan.
everyone's
Well,
affected.
Well,
see,
you
I feel
know-
like that hits like the older
I mean, you know-
generations.
Honestly, I think Alan's gonna croak here soon.
dude. Oh
I
my
think
god.
I think
Dude,
Alan,
her face is
Alan
I think Oprah dies before Alan.
Alan's gonna get to the point where she's gonna be like, I can't really like interview meme kids on my
But
show
what about
anymore.
what about that even older kid? Or older guy?
Dr.
What's
Phil.
his name? Not Dr. Phil.
Dr.
that
Phil?
older guy.
Dr. Phil.
The oldest motherfucking talk show host ever. Like, what's his name?
Larry.
Larry King.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that guy looks like he's a fucking skeleton.
I was surprised. I thought he died.
he's got
I
bad
honestly thought he died.
He's
I saw
alive.
one of his like videos a couple days ago.
He's very much alive.
God, he needs to die. He's old as fuck.
He's
That
only
guy's
80.
ancient. That guy,
He looks
older
ancient.
than
He's not.
he is.
He's not incredibly old.
he looks like he's dying, dude. I mean,
I saw this. I heard this one joke that was really good one time. I don't remember really the context, but they were like saying like you could skin Larry King with all of the extra skin and make like a leather coat out of him.
Only 84. That's not that bad.
yeah,
That's
well, I
right.
mean, like, there's certain people you look at and you're like, oh my god, they're dying. Like, I look at my grandma and I'm like, she's dying. She is like I look at it sounds depressing. It's not.
Dude, Larry King's like super there though. Like he
I look
still
at-
like hosts like talk shows and shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
but you
probably
know
better
what?
than
What's
his YouTube channel, dude.
right now than
What's
us.
really happening though is they have to like fucking like nail his sweatshirt or his coat to the chair so he doesn't like fall over just from
They
like
probably,
lack of.
they probably have to nail his skin back. You know,
Yeah, like
because-
they take like clothespins and
collapse.
like they grab the skin from the back, take clothespins and just pull it and like snip it.
Just my big old Snape or
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, they kind of
Staple.
yeah fold it over and just like. You look good, Larry. You look good. Speaking of looking
Thank
good,
you.
the summer is coming around and we got some plans for it. So I thought we'd talk about it for the remainder
What
of
the hell do we have
podcast,
planned
which
for
is like
summer?
5 minutes. Everybody
Jesus.
here is taking a group vacation. You guys excited for that?
We're going to relive
Where are we
our
going?
high school days of senior week.
We're going to Ocean City. Fill in the blank. We can't.
New Jersey.
Yeah, because like we got. I don't know if you guys knew this, but we got 2 new subscribers that we don't know who they are.
Who cares, dude?
Yeah, we're not.
Ocean City, Maryland. Meet us at Majestic.
Yeah, what are they
Hotel.
No! There's gonna be a bomb planted there now. See what you did. If I
Yeah,
die,
sure.
if I die before I can do anything fun at the beach, you can fucking. I'm gonna be really sad.
You know what? If they want to kill us that badly, you know, good for them.
Yeah,
mean-
I agree. Yeah.
They definitely put a lot of work into
I
it.
respect dedication.
Hey, but we're gonna be shredding the concrete in R2 this summer. A little bit.
Yeah, we are.
Spurt.
I'm
Depends
also
on
gonna
my
be
shredding.
hitting them books this summer.
She'll be
Yeah.
falling our asses this summer.
Hashtag statistics.
Wow,
That's
that's a
not-
fucking bummer.
Yeah,
That,
that's
that
a
was
rough
like
one.
we were all like yeah, summer,
Yeah.
and then you're like, I'll be reading.
Yeah, throw
It's like
the
that
statistics.
It's like that Charlie Brown. It's like I got this. It's like I have to take
I
statistics.
got
gotta rock.
statistics.
It's really
Oh, well.
depressing. I mean, hey, summer's
How
coming
about
around.
that?
now. Is anybody like getting their summer bods on?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, by the way, I want to speak about
Trying to
this.
gain weight.
I want to speak about this on the podcast. Josh, I didn't realize this, but do you remember that one night we were talking about my sister and her friend were arguing with my roommate about like working out and stuff. Do you remember that, Josh?
was
And then
Yeah,
and
do you
then
remember that?
Yeah, she came out, and you were like,
Very
"What
annoying.
I do is I do 100 push-ups and 200 sit-ups a day." Like a week
Yeah.
after you said that, I realized that's the One Punch Man workout. And I was like I was sitting in my bed.
Actually, I didn't remember. I didn't know that was, but shit.
I was sitting in my bed, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Wait a minute."
I thought he did some other stuff. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
he
what
did-
he
he
did.
He
ran
like
too.
a 10-kilometer run or something.
Yeah, he ran.
Yeah,
It was
well,
actually
fuck
100
that.
push-ups and 100 sit-ups, not 200 sit-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
Let's go.
Damn. All right.
Good job, you weeb.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're really pushing all cylinders here. You can't judge what you haven't been a part of. I'm just saying.
And you saying that, just put 300 hours of ASU on your.
Is that how that works now? Shit.
Yeah. Can't retract that either.
Yeah. Well, man.
You guys are hating a lot on
Right.
OSU, but I'm gonna stick behind it, and you guys can hate it all you want.
I'm gonna try it again, Cole. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Well, after the podcast, I'm telling you, I'll give you the link to the website, and you can download the song.
How much do I get? How much credit is just going to the website?
What do you mean?
50% of the credit, Jake.
What does that mean?
How long does
Like,
it take to get
like
to the
you were saying,
website?
try it, right? So like, if I just go to the website, is that like 10% trying it?
I tried
Is
it
it-
10%.
Well,
Is it worth me downloading it?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it
it's,
is.
it's free.
How so?
It's
How-
free.
why?
Wh-
If
what
I
are you gonna
download it-
lose? What are you gonna lose from downloading?
If I
Time.
download it and don't
Yeah,
play it,
exactly.
Time.
We have so
You-
much time.
You do a
It's gonna be taking up
30-minute.
s-
You do a
it's gonna be
30-minute
taking up some of my
podcast that 11
CPU.
people listen to weekly, and you're gonna tell me about time. Okay. Well, that's
Listen,
all.
man.
Speaking of time,
I'm
that's all.
honestly doing other stuff right now, but it's
Speaking of time, that is all the time we have for this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are now hitting the 28.5-minute marks. We're ending a little bit early this week,
don't
but
tell
hey,
them how
never
long
hurts.
they've listened.
We're hitting the 3-hour mark now.
There we
and,
go.
I really appreciate
minute
these
it.
mark.
troopers out there.
I don't. Yeah, time is warped, and we are now in an alternate
We
reality.
don't know how long this has been.
Shit, dude.
Well,
Fast.
thank everybody for watching. Share, like, subscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe, any of that
Yeah.
stuff. Adios, amigos.